Hey everybody, welcome back to the Blueprint Studio channel. Today I'm going to be looking at a pediatric group website. It's pretty dated, so let's review it. We'll go over it, and I'll be doing a refresh of their front page and most likely their logo. So check out the video, and thanks for watching. Okay, so I've got a baby due on March 1st, so about a month from now. And my wife and I were looking up pediatricians in our area and to see who we'd like to go with. So I'm kind of scrolling through, and you've definitely got some that have great reviews, some bad reviews. I think this is like a local children's hospital. Hospitals typically have bad reviews, unfortunately. So anyways, I'm scrolling through here, and I come across Muddy Creek Pediatrics. And see, I'll pull up their website, and it takes me here. And my first impression was it's very dated. So not really something I'm looking for if I want to take my child to a pediatrician. I'll actually show you guys the website of the pediatrician that we picked. This is actually the one that we'll be going with, but different reasons. Their website's definitely a lot better. Definitely grabbed our attention more. I love that they have a YouTube video. The YouTube video is pretty old, but you get to see the doctors. You get to see the doctors interacting with patients. So I really like that, and we ended up going with this one. But we'll go back here and look at Muddy Creek. So one of the things that stands out to me is their logo. It's not professional enough. So one of the things if you're a pediatrician, you definitely want to advertise. You want people to see that you're a pediatrician as soon as they see your logo. This one, they're called Muddy Creek Pediatrics. I actually looked up where that name came from. It's just a creek that runs by in the area that they're at. So the Muddy Creek was so named on the account of the muddy character of its water. Okay, makes sense. So they kind of implemented a little stream in here. Their slogan, I don't really get it. Your kids, our kids. I don't know. Doesn't really appeal to me. Their logo especially doesn't appeal to me. It almost looks like maybe they had a patient or kid that made it and they made it into their logo. The website is just, it's kind of rough. So you definitely, and I've seen this on a few of the websites, you have like a pop-up that gives notifications. So they're closed due to inclement weather. They've got flu shots available. That seems to be pretty important for pediatric offices. I kind of like this stream coming through here. They definitely kind of mimic their branding. Although as somebody who's looking to bring their child here for the first time, this just doesn't give me the information immediately that I'm looking for. So one of the first things when you're a customer to one of these pediatricians that you're looking for is, are they taking new patients? To me, that's the number one thing. I need to know, are you taking new patients, yes or no? I would rather not have to call and see if you're taking new patients. Most places are taking new patients, but some just aren't. I don't see that on here anywhere. Kind of interesting. So then I go to this, and I'm like, this is kind of strange. Is your child sick? And then you put, is your child, okay, so, and then it takes me to here. This almost looks like a very WebMD symptom checker thing. I don't know about this. I'm not sure that this is going to be your best option for what your website should provide. Yeah, like I said, this is more of a WebMD kind of thing. I don't think it necessarily needs to be on the individual practice's website. So, dosages, yeah, again, this is more, maybe I could see it working for some SEO, but as I talked about in another video, SEO is just not that important anymore. These are just things that I would ask the doctor. And, you know, I don't know if they're trying to diminish the amount of phone calls that they're getting for people asking kind of more basic questions. I'm not really sure why this is on their homepage. They have their hours on here, which is good. Address, good. What's going around? I mean, these are all the same things that are always going around, I feel like. Colds, cough, flu season, pink eye. These are common with kids always. I don't really know why they have this. It almost seems more like a medical resource site than it does a website for a local pediatrician office. Really, it seems like the information I'm looking for is more buried in this menu. So, yeah. Interesting. So, if I go to newborns, right, so I'm looking to bring a newborn into a pediatrician's office, it brings me to this page. I'm like, what is this? This is more, again, like medical advice kind of stuff, rather than, hey, yes, we love to see newborns, we're accepting new patients. Pediatricians are pretty much always accepting new patients because they leave when they're 18, but this doesn't really tell me anything about how your practice treats newborns, or if you're accepting newborns, or I see this in bold. This is one that is highly encouraged new parents to schedule a doctor session. Yeah, I mean, that's important. But preparing your home for your newborn, it doesn't necessarily hurt to have this information. I just don't understand why it's so prominent on their website. Services, providers, let's see. Yeah, providers is good. You definitely want to have pictures of the doctors that are there. These pictures are not the best. So these are not professionally done portrait photos. Now, when you're a doctor, you want to just ooze professionalism. You want everything you do to be just clean and well presented, because when you are a doctor, you're relying on your patients respecting your opinions about things. And if you don't have everything about your image polished and your business polished, you don't have that inherent trust with your customers. So this is why we chose not to go with them, because to me it just seems sloppy and it needs to be fixed. So again, their images need to be consistent. So it should be on a white background, or it should be on a background with their logo. They all need to be very consistent. These kind of look like somebody walked by and snapped a picture for the website with an iPhone. They don't really make a lot of sense. I like how they have a little description about each provider. They definitely should. Now, if we go back to their maps listing, their reviews, they're one of the top reviewed pediatricians in the area. They've got the most reviews. They've got a 4.6 rating. Of course, this is typical that Google puts up the bad reviews first. It just is what it is. They're responding to the reviews for the most part, the bad reviews, which is good. You should always respond to the bad reviews. Okay, good. The responses are pretty good. Sometimes the responses from the owners are not good. When you respond to a bad review, you never blame the customer. Even if it totally is the customer's fault, it is what it is. What you're concerned about is how other people are going to feel about it when they see the review. So you don't want to be combative in any way. If anything, even if you didn't do anything wrong, in many cases, you just take responsibility, say, hey, thank you so much. We're working to correct this in the future. We'd love the opportunity to earn your business again. Oof, man, unfortunately, they really got a lot of bad reviews up here on the top. 3 weeks ago, 4 months, 7 months, 5 months, 4 months. Yeah, and they've even got 5-star reviews that are more recent, so they just have been done dirty by Google here. Happens a lot. So anyways, we'll go over to their Facebook page. So their Facebook page, again, I like the kid aspect of it. You definitely want, as a pediatrician, to play on that kind of look. You want to be inviting for children, and you want the parents to say, hey, this place looks inviting for children. So, but again, their logo, not good. So, let's see what they've got. Many PDs. They are, yeah, I mean, they're pretty good at updating their Facebook. It's not the best. Like you can see, this one is the 5th. So that was 24 days ago was their last update. They do holiday updates, which is fine. It's a pediatrician's office, so just kind of any engagement with your customers or future customers is good. So yeah, they're doing okay with social media. I'm glad somebody's updating it. But okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at this logo and see if we can make something more modern. It might be hard to work with the word here, Muddy Creek, and kind of implement something that appeals to children, kind of defines what you're doing, but also implement this kind of creek kind of look. So I actually pulled up some ideas here. Let me see. So this one's kind of a good idea. So basically, when I look at these kind of template logos, oftentimes I'm just looking for something that gives me an idea of where to work from. This one, I kind of like this because it almost looks like this was drawn in mud, right? I just picture like kids putting their hands in mud. It's very kid friendly. It's not necessarily kind of medical related in any way, but yeah, there's a few. This one, it doesn't really work for theirs, so I just kind of liked this badge right here with the hearts, and I was thinking, well, if I could use something similar to this and implement some sort of icon into here, it would be kind of cool, but I don't think that's going to work. This one kind of stuck out to me because I think of like with a kid with a leaf on his head, I kind of picture him playing in the creek or playing in the woods. It's very much more of a clean, presentable logo. It's very brandable. So I kind of like this idea. Now this one I really liked because I kind of saw this circle around here and I'm thinking, wow, that almost looks like a creek running through here. So, and you've got the kid that kind of speaks to pediatrics. So I'm thinking, what if I took something like this and I kind of did like a brown to a blue gradient and kind of make it look like a muddy creek coming through here. I want to stick though with being colorful, so I think it might be difficult to implement a brown into it, but I'll try it out. This one's similar thing with the footprints. Everybody kind of recognizes these baby footprints, right? So this one I was kind of looking like, well, maybe I could implement something like this into their website. Same with here, very health conscious kind of thing. This one I was actually considering for the logo. Now, we live in Ohio. We're in Ohio, so we don't have bears. However, if I was in Tennessee, and I think it would be amazing, turn this into a black bear. Let's say Muddy Creek Pediatrics was in Tennessee. So change this to a black bear. Instead of this being honey, change the color to brown to kind of look like a bowl of mud or something. That the little bear's playing in mud. And then obviously this font and stuff wouldn't work. But I think it would be perfect for somewhere where they do have bears. Though bears aren't necessarily a bad thing anywhere. Everybody thinks of children when they think of teddy bears, right? So I kind of liked this. So this kind of idea. This one I just thought was really cool. The mother and the baby rabbit. I mean, that's just super cool. Very kid friendly. Very, it gives you the idea of protecting the baby. I really like that idea for like a pediatrician. I don't think it would work for like Muddy Creek. I thought about maybe putting some mud on the paws or something, but I'm just not so sure that would work. This one I was just kind of looking for like a creek shape. But also this one I really liked. I thought that this was a really cool idea, having the hand coming around the child, reaching out to the heart. I mean, you can't get much better than that. And I love how if you take the pink away from this and you add this kind of more medically color, it very much has a medical kind of feel logo. Your medical colors are going to be like your blues, your greens, your teals, stuff like that. So let's start out with the first idea, which was to see if I can change that circle into a Muddy Creek and see what we come up with. Okay, so since we're just doing kind of we're more concerned about redoing their web page, this logo kind of works for them. I really didn't like the way that the brown and the blue kind of blended together over here, so I just went with a solid color. Solid color is usually best anyways for printing and embroidery. I really do think it looks like a kid-friendly logo. I don't No, I kind of like the pediatrics here, and I kind of like it here. I think we'll just put it in the middle for now since it can stand alone. But it kind of just looks like, like the baby feet, but they stepped in mud. So, and I kind of like this font, how the U kind of looks like it's got mud coming off of it. So that was just a super quick one. I mean, I could spend hours and hours and hours fine tuning or trying different ideas. But we're going to move over to the web page, and we'll see. Actually, let me pull over their current logo real quick and do a side by side. So this is their old logo. This is a new one. This one's definitely a lot more modern. So this one, I don't even know how you wouldn't. It's impossible to do much with it, really. It's really only good for web stuff. This one you can do a lot with. Still kind of gives you the same idea. But yeah, I like this one a lot more. Much cleaner, much more modern. So we'll go over to the website. Let me pull that up. So the website needs to be updated. It really doesn't show the right information. Somebody definitely edits this because they do their notifications on it. But I went over here and I kind of grabbed some templates that may work for this. So this one, let's see, let's start this. Okay, so this one was my favorite. This is kind of a babysitter services template, but all these are kind of more, is this the style you're looking for? Everything is changeable. So this is a lot more modern. I think it fits the logo better. I like the use of different colors. Obviously colors are changeable, but we're doing something quick here, so I just kind of want to throw something together. So yeah, we throw the logo up here, maybe do like a video right here, change all of this text. This can be their services. I would say right up here, I would probably put "we are accepting new patients," because that's how you get new business. And then something over here, maybe more along the lines of "for current patients." Your menu is going to be useful too. Pricing wouldn't even be necessary for this. Then you got your reviews, which they do have good reviews. There's also this style. I like that it's very kid-friendly. I really like this video insert right here with the short about us. The visit us, I really like this. So you could change this to accepting new patients, which then goes to a contact page. This you can have a picture of a doctor meeting with a patient. Yeah, join today. I really like this. Kind of a breakdown of their services. This you could do like a frequently asked questions, which is really good to have on your homepage. Your reviews. Yeah, I actually might like this one a little bit more. I don't necessarily love this. This can all change though. All right, let's look at this. This one is a little bit too professional for me. Now, if this was like a family practice or an adult practice, this would be wonderful. You'd have your head doctor here, their signature, a little quote from them, their services. I think it would be really good to modify this into a more of an adult practice. This is a family practice theme. I do really like this one. Very clean, modern. If they were featured in anything, or you can have like maybe the names of your doctors here. I love this alert thing since all the doctors seem to want to put alerts on here. Kind of promoting your doctor's office, your services. Really like that. Yeah, so I really like this one. This one would probably require the least amount of editing. But again, it's definitely more for a family practice or an adult practice. This one, the layout, it's kind of cool. I definitely would have to change, all the colors around, all the fonts around. This image would have to change. There'd be a lot of editing to do on this one, but the layout is cool, and the layout's kind of what I'm looking at. But I'm just trying to make a quick video, so I'm not trying to edit a whole bunch of things. And this one is more corporate-y kind of feel. I think that this one would be good to modify if you've got, say you've got 10 offices, and you need to kind of sort people into different areas or different offices. They've got their notification stuff on here, reviews. Yeah, check it for it. I really like that. That's a really good idea. So putting that on your home page to make sure that these doctors are even in your network. But again, it's a little bit too, it's not kiddie enough. It's not kid friendly enough. Now this is kind of like a dental theme, and this one I like. I mean, it's very kid friendly. You'd have a picture of your doctor or one of your doctors seeing your patients on here. This you can change to accepting new patients. You've got your services, a short about us with a little video, which is great. You have a picture of your doctors, testimonials, FAQs, book an appointment. Yeah, this one's really good too. I kind of like this theme as well. Okay, it took a little while. I just kind of threw one together. Obviously, I spend a lot more time usually on a website, but I just wanted to show people an idea of like how I put these together. You can see I was using ChatGPT. ChatGPT is really great for getting like certain content. So, for example, I needed some unique selling propositions. What a unique selling proposition is it's something that sets your business apart from other pediatrician offices in this case. So, so it was able to spit out for me some USPs. Obviously, these get changed when you're working with directly with a customer, because when you're working directly with a customer, you've got a pretty good idea of what makes them unique, and you're kind of coming up with your own. But in this case, I was just trying to fill some content, but they came up with some pretty good ones. Just for example here, personalized, compassionate care. We treat every child like family, offering warm, personalized attention that makes kids feel comfortable and parents feel confident in their child's care. You can't get much better than that. So that's why I love using AI. That's one of the things with AI now when you're doing these kinds of services for people. It just makes it so much easier, so much faster, and in turn makes it more affordable for the customer. So here's their old website. Again, it doesn't really sell me on them. A lot of random information kind of randomly put out there. Schedule visits. I mean, this would be beneficial to some. So some of these I can see them keeping if they do like a full website. But I just redid the home page. Obviously, there'll be a lot more pages involved if I'm actually building this for a customer, but I'll just show you what I did. I built it on the Blueprint Studio website, so that's why you're seeing this menu. Obviously, if this were on their own website, they would have this logo up here. And I probably wouldn't have put this logo here. I would have done something else, maybe like a tagline, something like that, because the logo would have already been here and it would be redundant. But in this case, I just wanted to have that logo featured. I'd have, all their other services, all the other information they wanted on the site. So some of these colors I changed, some of these I didn't. Just takes a long time to do this. So like I could change these little icons to the color scheme. It would take me hours and it's not really worth it. I'm just kind of showing you guys more about what can be done. Here on the front page, I've got, doctor working with a patient. If I was building this for a customer, I would actually go out to in this case, I would go to their pediatrician's office. I would take my camera. I would get these professional photos. So that way it's an actual doctor who works there and an actual patient. Obviously, when you're dealing with children, you've got to have release forms that you bring, but that's not a huge deal. We have those. Or, if I could bring my own child or something, and then I put their services up here. I wouldn't necessarily say that the services would be the next thing. These could all link to the actual individual service pages. I would say maybe accepting new patients would go more towards the top. But in this case, I just wanted to put some of their services up there. I kind of I used ChatGPT to get a short little description about each one. And then these you would click on and go to the page about that service. And then each service page would be designed well. So this is kind of like a little preview of the About Us. Here's where I put those unique selling propositions. You want these to be pretty front and center when somebody's coming to the page. That's why they're on the home page. A short little About Us. This video clip is great. In this case, let's say I went out there with my video camera, I put together a professional video, did a little interview with the doctors, with the patient, got some video testimonials and edited all that together. I would actually put it up here or here. So, but there should always, you should have a video. You definitely should have a video. So, and then here I would probably put another, picture of one of the doctors working with a patient or a happy parent, something along those lines. Next comes our staff. They have more staff than this. I just grabbed the first 3 that were on there. In this case, I would do, who are the 3 main doctors? Usually there's a group. Maybe there's more. Maybe there's only one. I would put a little link down here to see, more staff, and then that would go to the staff page. So testimonials are important. Again, these icons, I would change it to the color scheme color, or, make them a little bit more doctory. So maybe using like a stethoscope instead of this cross, and match it to the color scheme. But it would just take me hours. And I'm just trying to get more of an idea of, show you guys an idea of how this stuff would look. So we're accepting new patients. This is very important. You want this as a headline, especially if you are accepting new patients. That's how you get new customers, right? And then right here, we've got a little bit of a frequently asked questions, something that somebody with a new patient may be looking for. For example, what ages of children do you care for? Some pediatricians don't care for adolescents. They only do newborns, infants, toddlers. So that's an important question. And yeah, so just a little frequently asked questions. Then you've got book an appointment. Then that would obviously go to click this link, go to an appointment software. Then here at the bottom, you've got the hours, their phone number, contact information. You'd also have your social media links. But again, we'll compare that to the old site. Old one, it looks more comprehensive just because it's got the other links and the other stuff, but this is just the home page. And then new one, new logo, a little bit more modern. And again, like I said, we could really work on this and really get it looking good. So just wanted to do something here. It took me a couple hours. And just to get you an idea, we'll see how it looks on mobile. I actually haven't checked it on mobile yet. I'll hide this. Okay. Here's the mobile view. Nice. Yeah, looks pretty good. Mobile's like 90% of your web traffic, so it's important you have a good mobile site. Testimonials look good. FAQs. Again, I would have an actual picture from the doctor's office. I just kind of threw some in here. Book appointment and the information. So much more modern, much more in line with what people expect from businesses today. And like I said, again, I could definitely do a lot more, but I just wanted to get something to show you guys. Let's see. Do a little transform. So there we are. That's it. And again, we'll look at the logos real quick. Oh, kind of messed with them a little. Okay. So this is the before logo and the after. Cool. Thanks for watching, and check out some more videos.